Hey guys, it's Jen. I hope everybody's doing well. I just had to throw in my 2 cents about this DC shooting. I was talking to a friend about it last night, and we all knew, well, most of us had an inkling that it was complete bullshit what they were trying to sell us. There's a couple factors here. Number one, most women, especially mothers, I mean, granted, you have a few of the crazy ones out there, but for the most part, mothers are so overprotective of their children. And you would do anything to protect them. You would give up your life for your child and not even think twice about it. Honest to God, if my children needed new eyes, they were going blind, I would gladly give them my eyes and go blind for the rest of my life. If they needed a heart, I'd make peace with my maker, take mine, I'm ready to go home, just to give them a shot. So for a mother to put her child in that type of danger, it just doesn't seem to make sense to me. And I'm sure it doesn't make sense to many of you. That's not normal. It just such a small chance of that even being probable. And I was thinking, let's just say for the sake of argument this was real. Let's just say for the sake of argument that this actually happened, and this woman was really trying to get through the barricades or whatever. What if she was actually in danger? What if she needed help? What if she was being chased by, crazy people? What if she was just so desperate to get away that, she was trying to get help? Let's just say for the sake of argument if it was real. But know what? Nobody's ever going to know now because they gunned her down. Now let's look at some of the facts here into this. Number one, we knew that they were doing a drill in DC for, their response time and handling, situations similar to this and the response time and how they would respond. So we know right there, what's actually going on with this. The other point I want to make out is no policeman, they actually will tell them, when they're training them, the use of fire like that, it should be the very last resort. For them to actually be able to take their weapon out and fire on a busy street like that in an area that is heavily populated, and there's just constantly people there, even with everything being shut down for the most part, there's still a lot of people there. So for them to open fire like that just doesn't seem to make sense. They wouldn't do that in a normal situation. They wouldn't open fire like that. And plus now, the old adage, a dead man tells no tales. So you'll never know the truth. Because, well, they killed her. And after I saw the footage of it, the windows weren't tinted in this car. You could obviously see that there was a child in there. So they're trying to tell us that they made the decision, because they were right up close to her before they shot, that they saw a child in the car on a busy street like that and still thought to use deadly force and fire into a car and kill the woman, not once or twice, but multiple times. What was that, half a dozen times? That just none of it makes sense. It's all bullshit. Well, naturally, I'm following the news on this, and I know you can't believe anything, but this is what they're reporting now. This is such a crock of shit. This is going to be their justification for using deadly force. This is going to be their justification for why this happened and why this story is being sold. It says a former employer of the Connecticut woman who was killed following a Washington car chase says she was fired from her job as a dental hygienist about a year ago. Now this is where it gets even better. Periodontist Brian Evans of Hampton, Connecticut says Miriam Carey had been a good employee. He said Friday there was nothing unusual about her departure, and he declined to go into further detail. He said Carrie had left the office shortly after she was hospitalized with a head injury she suffered in a fall down the staircase. So this is how they're going to justify it. They're going to say that this woman obviously had brain damage. That's why she was behaving so bizarrely. And that's why that's going to be their bullshit excuse. So it's either one or two things. It's a complete bullshit story, and it's just a drill, and they're just manufacturing it to cause problems. So it's chaos, government shutdown, blame, Republican, whatever the case may be. Whatever their justification is, it's completely bullshit manufactured story, which I think most of us already think that anyhow. But on the other hand, what if this woman, like I said, was really in danger? What if she was just really, what if it were government people that were after her, chasing her, and she felt her life was in danger, and she was literally trying to get away to get help for both her and her child, because she really felt the need, to get away like that. Let's just say, for the sake of argument, that's the case. Just hypothetically. But nobody's ever going to know the truth, because she was gunned down with her child on the car on a busy street in the middle of broad daylight. It's just all bullshit. If they did tell the truth, and so much bullshit, lies, and stories that they produce and spoon feed to the public so often, let's just say they were honest, I guarantee you there would be such a small percentage of actually bad news being reported. Everything we hear is either manufactured lies like this, where they do it to instill fear, and do it so they feel that, the majority of people will turn around and go, no, we need the government. They have to protect us. We can't live without them. We have to have, to be micromanaged, basically. And, I know there's bad people in this world, and there's bad people that do bad things, but I think in reality it's a very, very small percentage than what's being told to us. And it's a real shame that it's coming to this point where all these lies are being broadcast so often, and it's all for control. It's just so they can control us. That's what it boils down to. They create problems so they can claim to have a solution for those problems, but every single solution boils down to taking more of our freedoms and liberties away, and make it so they have more control over each and every single one of us. We're a shell of a country of what we used to be. It's really sad. It pisses me off, too. It just pisses me off. The world shouldn't be like this. It shouldn't. Alright, I'm done rambling. I just want to put my 2 cents on the matter out there, so I hope everybody's doing good. I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.